Example 15 is a perimeter problem. Last unit that we worked with word problems, guys, I don't know how many perimeter problems we worked, but several of you still missed perimeter on the exam. You have got to know what the perimeter formula is. So before we even read the problem, what is the perimeter formula? You should know this off the top of your head. 2L plus 2W. You have got to know that, because on the final exam and on the upcoming exam, I do not give that to you. You have got to know what a perimeter problem is, or what a perimeter formula is. Now let's read our problem. It says the length of a rectangle is 20 meters longer than the width. The perimeter must be between 80 and 100 meters. What are the possible values for the width of the rectangle? Now, two things here. Because you have two different variables going on, length and width, we need to find a way to tie them together, meaning make the same variable for each length and width. Reread your problem. It says the length of a rectangle is 20 meters longer than the width. So let's define our width as either X or W. It's up to you. What would we define our length as? Well, 20 meters longer than the width. What does that look like in terms of algebra? You could do 20 plus W, or you could do W plus 20. Either one of those would be fine. But your goal is to tie those two variables together. Now we have W that we're working with. We're no longer working with more than one term. Now, because perimeter is going to be between 80 and 100, that is my range of values. Okay. Is this problem inclusive or not inclusive? It is not inclusive. Okay, the word inclusive is not there. So between does not include 80 and 100. So let's think about our sign here. I need to be greater than 80, but remember where your variable is going to be in the middle, so the variable needs to be greater than 80, but less than 100. Okay, so you are going to be using the less than signs on both of these. Now, 80 and 100 represent perimeter. So let's think about our basic perimeter formula. 2L, what did we define earlier as length? 20 plus W. So when we copy this portion down into our equation, 2 times L would be 2 times W plus 20, or 20 plus W. It really doesn't matter which one you put first. Plus 2 times W. Is W the same thing as W? I mean, do we have to change anything? No, we just put W, because that's what we defined earlier as width. So this is our correct equation. On the last exam, guys, that we had word problems like this, you guys forgot the 2's in front. You've got to refer back to that perimeter formula and use that in your equation. Okay, so from here, how do we solve? Well, distribute, combine like terms, solve it like you would, except we just have two inequalities to work through. So this is 2W plus 40 plus 2W. I'm going to do it step by step. Combining like terms. Okay, we've got 80 is less than 2W plus 2W is 4W plus 40. Okay, and then to get W by itself, I need to eliminate the 40 first. So I'm going to subtract that from all three sides. 80 minus 40 is 40. You have 4W. Signs come down. 100 minus 40 is 60. And then divide by 4. Okay, 40 divided by 4 is 10. What is 60 divided by 4? 15. Very good. Okay, so the width must be between 10 and 15 what? What units do we have here? Meters. Okay, and you would not put inclusive here because we do not want to include 10 and 15.